shifting the way that teams were helping and putting pressure on you in different types of ways.
Yeah.
With Jordan Knott and the principles and the process he's looking to establish on offense, how do you see his desires maximizing your growth and your potential as a scorer?
I think space is the most important thing. He's emphasized that to me and made that very clear that, he wants to play with a lot of space. And, I think the way we want to play and the play style that we trying to play like this year, the space is going to be the key to everything. And, playing fast and playing hard and getting out and running.
Go over to Lena.
Hey, Jalen, over here. Lena Washington, 12 News. Welcome to the Valley. I'm curious what your perception of the Suns and the roster was before arriving here. Now that you've gotten to know some of the guys, the front office, and Book, of course, what excites you most about being here in Phoenix?
I didn't really know much about, everyone over here. I guess that's normal. I'm on a whole different team before that, so... coming here, I got to know everybody, and I picked up with everybody very fast. Everyone is cool and has the same goals and mentality, so that makes it easy when you're chasing the same goal with somebody. And everyone here is a good group of guys, from coaching staff to players to front office. Everyone's just great, so the relationships molded fast. So yeah.
Go over to Kellen.
Jalen, good to see you again. Kellen Olson, Arizona Sports. With what you're talking about, how important is that in your experiences around a team where it's happening before training camp, right? Not only the work, but the relationships coming together too.
That's very important, especially from, just learning from my last 2 years and the growth of what we did. The camaraderie was the main thing, and, getting together with guys during the off season and building that early on, because you're about to get ready to go to war with each other. So that's a big part of it. I think we're on the right path. We're a young group of guys that is hungry and very talented and ready to work. So it's going to balance itself out.
Go to Dana, front right.
I can hear you.
Okay, so Jalen.
There you go.
I'm Dane Scott, Arizona Republic. Nice to meet you.
Yep, nice to meet you.
Hey, welcome to the Valley.
Thank you.
Again, at a certain point in player's career, you're a veteran now, so the game slows down at some point. In certain ways. Did that do certain ways for you in Houston last year, or any year before, maybe in your third year? But now, it's coming into Phoenix and playing with Devin. How do you anticipate that happening in the way the game slows down and seeing certain shifts in your development?
Yeah, I think the game has slowed down for me a lot more. I think there's still a lot of ways for me to go and a lot of things I still need to learn. But overall, I think, last year was probably one of my better seasons, coming up, and we accomplished getting to the playoffs. Didn't have the best playoff run that I wanted to, but, everything is a learning lesson. You learn from that, you grow from that. So just taking what I learned and, bringing it here, whether it's the mentality, the playing hard, the scoring, whatever is needed to be done, just bringing it here and, trying to, get the Suns back on track.
Go back middle to Greg.
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit. You're a little farther than bro. Yeah, there we go.
Good to meet you, man.
Yes, sir.
Greg Moore, Arizona Republic. Looking at your time, and first of all, I saw what you did with the Players Tribune about leaving Houston and coming here. It was dope, man, the way you showed Houston love, but then said you were excited to come here. That was cool, man.
I appreciate that.
No doubt. You started in Houston, 20 wins. Next year, 40 wins. Next year, 50-something wins. And you played with Dylan Brooks. Can you help us understand what he meant to helping that rise and make it happen for you guys?
For anybody that plays basketball, at a high level, there's always that one person on the other team that's, a pest or, just gonna aggravate players and, pick them up full court, whether it's the best player or not. And I think DB does that for whatever team he's on. You know, he's done it in Memphis, he's done it in Houston, and I don't see him changing or doing anything differently now. So he's gonna come in, he's gonna talk, he's gonna play hard, and he gonna bring that dog mentality. And I think that was the change for us last year or the last 2 years. Him coming in and just, you know, picking up full court and just being a dog, and that's what we needed. So I don't see nothing changing now, and I think he's going to bring that dog mentality here, and that's going to help us a lot defensively.
Go front left to Shane.
Hey, Jalen. Shane with Forbes. Nice to see you.
What's up?
You've played with a lot of, I guess, a few different type of bigs.
Yeah.
Obviously, Mark Williams is much different big than Albie was, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of wondering, how do you view that partnership? You could take it either offensively or defensively, and what excites you about playing with Mark?
Well, offensively, you know, Alp's more in the pocket type of guy, getting to his float, and, you know, he wants to do the post-up and stuff like that. You know, I see Mark, you know, playing in the pocket and, you know, being able to be a lob threat too. Which I haven't really played with a lob threat too much really ever in my career. So that's gonna be exciting just to have that rim roller like that. So yeah, I mean they're similar, you know. Alp is very, very different, like scorer, and you know he's doing everything, passing and stuff like that. But I'm excited to see what me and Mark could do with, you know, getting to the rim, coming off the pick and roll, and, you know, with the lob.
Time for a few more. We'll go to Espo.
Well, welcome to the Valley. What does it mean to be able to play in the backcourt with Devin Booker? And then secondly, I read earlier in the week you're trying to figure out how to get the Suns logo in the back of your hair. Have you figured that one out yet?
Wait, where did you see that?
I saw that online. Is that not a quote?
No,
Oh, man.
No, I think that's more Dylan Brooks lane. Yeah, I'm excited to play with Book. I think it's going to be a good situation. I think I'm going to be able to learn a lot from him, while at the same time, you know, adding what I could bring to the table. I think we're going to complement each other a lot, especially, you know, with the system that Ox got us playing in. I think we're going to be playing fast, and I think we're going to be able to create a lot for each other and create for others. So I'm very excited about it, and I think we're going to shock a lot of people too.
Go next to Dwayne.
Yeah, Jalen, real quick. Just wanted to ask, one of the things that when I see you, I look at your stature, you look a lot bigger than you look on television, for one. Two, you've been able to stay healthy. Like, you've played 82 games the past 2 years. What do you feel like has been keys to that for you to play every game?
I think, you know, the work. I found a program that worked for me 2 years ago, and I really just stuck to it. And really just, you know, that it's part of a mentality too. You're just going out and playing every night, no matter, you know, I'm not going to say I just wasn't injured at all. You know, I've had contusions, I've had, you know, bruises and things like that. But that's when you got to lock in with your team, you know, the training staff, and, you know, they're going to get you right. They're going to make sure you're able to play every time you go out there. So, yeah, I think it's part of the routine that I have, sticking with that I've built over the years, and then really just, you know, mentality too. Well, my routine in the weight room in the summer is different from the routine that I have during the season. You know, during the season, you really trying to maintain strength and a lot more treatment than, you know, the whole super heavy lifting. You're not doing the super heavy lifting, but the summer you're doing the super heavy lifting, building them tendons up and stuff like that. So I guess really just the maintain system that I be doing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Go final question with Eric here.
Hey Jalen, Eric Ruby, PHNX Sports. When you analyze your own game over the last couple of the years, is there anything this summer that you feel like you've been working on specifically, especially now that you're going to be in a new offensive system in Phoenix?
I've been working on my in-between game a lot more. The mid-range, float, just that in-between game, because, you know, as the season went on, it was either 3 years to the cup, and, you know, they was forcing me to have to score that in-between game, not allowing me to get all the way to the rim. and they would take away the three a lot more. So yeah, just trying to have an in-between game, be a full, complete three-level scorer, and then just reads, the simple reads, corner, pocket pass, things like that. So just trying to be all around complete for when it comes to the playoff situation again.
All right, thanks, Jalen.
Appreciate you guys.